All right. I believe it is working for us. Beautiful. All right. So everybody say hello to the world in YouTube, and we'll keep singing. So we're going to start with Havdala. And let's see. For some reason, I'm viewing Gail's screen. Are we all viewing Gail's screen? Gail, somehow you have the power and you are screen sharing. Could we still? Okay, there we go. Never know what's going to happen on a night of Zoom, my friends. All right, so we're here together. I want to invite you wherever you are. We've got folks around the country. Feel free to share in the chat where you're tuning in from, whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's Manhattan, whether it is my hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. All right, wherever it is, and please tell us who's on the screen, even if you can go ahead and rename your screen to include all of the people. So you just hover over your Zoom screen, click the 3 dots, you can say rename, and you can put every single person's name who is with us tonight. And that way we can start to build some of that community together. So we will begin with Havdala, our service of separation. And we'll invite Ellen. I'm going to spotlight Ellen because she has our ritual objects for tonight and will be helping us lead the ritual. Thank you so much, Ellen. So we'll start with another nigun, another tune. Yai, lai, la, 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 lai, lai, yai, lai, la, 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 lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 ya, la, lai, ya, la, lai. Yai, lai, ya, la, 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 lai, lai, yai, lai, ya, la, 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 lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 ya, la, lai, ya, la, lai. And Ellen, whenever you are able to light that beautiful candle, we'll invite you to do that. We'll sing the nigun one more time. Yai, lai, ya, la, 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 lai, lai, yai, lai, la, 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 lai, lai. Ya, la, lai, 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 ya, la, lai, ya, la, lai. We'll begin with our blessing over the wine, page 1 in your song packet. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei peri hagafen. Borei peri hagafen. Borei peri hagafen. Yai lai la 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 lai lai. Yai lai la 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 lai lai. Ya la lai lai lai. Ya la lai, ya la lai. Our prayer over our spices. If you have anything that smells good, we are trying to wake up all of our senses. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei minei b'samim. Borei minei b'samim. Yai lai ya la 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 lai lai. Yai lai ya la 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 lai lai. Ya la lai lai yai lai. Ya la lai ya la lai. Our blessing over our candle. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei me'orei ha'esh. Borei me'orei ha'esh. And we'll watch as Ellen extinguishes that flame. Song number 2. Thank you so much, Ellen. Song number 2 on our sheet, these words, Shavua Tov, our blessing, Hamavdil Ben Kodesh, lechol, the separation, the distinguishment between the holy and the mundane. That's what this time is about. But in Jewish tradition, even though we're moving out of Shabbat, out of that Kodesh into the chol, into the everyday, we know that we have the power to make everyday moments holy. So tonight, what we're doing, we might be singing a good amount of new songs. And I want to invite you to take in these new melodies, to use this as a chance to sing some new songs. And for all of these new melodies, we included YouTube links and videos so that you can refer to them later, pull them up and learn them and use them in your own Jewish practice, in your own Seders, in your own everyday life, whatever you want. So it sounds like this, Hamavdil.
She does.
Hamavdil ben Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh lechol. Hamavdil, Hamavdil ben Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh lechol. Let's do it again, just those words, Hamavdil. Hamavdil, Hamavdil ben Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh lechol. Hamavdil, Hamavdil ben Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh lechol. Shavua tov. Let those blessings of a good week just rise. Shavua, Shavua tov. Again, Shavua tov. Shavua, Shavua tov. Number 3 on our song sheet. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagilati, Bimhera b'yameinu, Yavo Elehu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Miriam HaNeviah, Oz v'zimra b'yada, Miriam tirkod itanu, lehadeh zimrat olam, Miriam HaNeviah, Oz v'zimra b'yada, Miriam tirkod itanu, letaken et ha'olam. Bimhera, Bimhera b'yameinu, Yitevienu, El Mei Yeshua, El Mei Yeshua, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagilati. Shavua tov, everybody. We'll just go to gallery view. I invite you to scroll through people's faces, to just take a minute to wave and say hello to each other. And again, check our chat for the song packet. And feel free to share where you're coming from, who all you're with. And if you feel so inspired to go ahead and type in the chat this is a new week that we're in. What is one intention, one thing that you want to accomplish in this new week? I'll invite you to share that in the chat so that we can be inspired by one another. So we'll move to the bottom of page 1, song number 5. these words, kol haneshama tehalel Yah, that every living soul has the ability to praise the divine with words hallelujah. So Passover is a time of celebration, and it's a time where we traditionally say Hallel, or psalms or prayers of praise. And we're taught that within these psalms, no matter what instruments you have, no matter your abilities, no matter the sound of your voice, or if you can play music, or if not, whoever you are, we're told by Psalm 150 that we all have the ability to worship in our own way, to experience praise, to experience joy. And so we'll sing these words, Kol haneshama tehalel Yah. And when we say that word Yah, one of God's names, I want to invite you to really feel the breath in that Yah. Just try it and see if you can have a breath come out. Yah. It should be airy. I'll try that again. So you should feel on every time you have an ah vowel at the end, let that breath come out. Now we're going to sing hallelujah. Let's see if we can pick it up just this one line, connect with your breath, connect with whatever is giving you life at this moment. Beautiful. All right, I'm just making sure. Are folks okay with pulling up the song sheet? People have it. All right, some people are saying we don't have it. So I'm gonna share, I shared a Google Drive. I'm also gonna share a PDF file, so maybe that will make things a little bit easier. All right, so it should be in the chat. It should show up as a PDF if that is easier for you, but if the Google Doc is working, keep going with that. And maybe, if some people can't see, maybe someone can take it upon themselves to copy the words from the Google Doc into the chat if someone wants to take on that task. All right, my friends, our Passover liturgy, or our Passover themes of freedom and redemption, are themes that actually come in daily to our prayer practice in our services. We retell the story of what happened in the Exodus from Egypt. We retell it actually 3 times a day traditionally in our liturgy. We reference the great miracles. And so one of those songs that we sing often, Micha Mocha, and I want you to go song number 9 on our sheet. We're gonna skip around a little bit. is by Alana Arian, a local Brooklyn artist, a Brooklyn friend. A lot of our composers tonight are local, which is beautiful. And when she wrote this melody, she said she was inspired imagining the feeling of what must it have been like, that moment after the Israelites crossed the sea and were free. They sang a song, they sang these words, Mi Chamocha. What must that have felt like? And that is her inspiration, having come into this tune. So I want you to try to feel free. If it means loosening your bodies a little bit, you can dance, you can do whatever feels good.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Like you. Who is like you? Adonai. Adonai. Who is like you? So keeping with our Mi Chamocha theme, we'll scroll on down to page 3, another setting of Mi Chamocha. And this melody, it's originally a Zulu melody, was translated into English, and then combined with Mi Chamocha. You'll see why, based on the English by Ilana Jagoda, almost Cantor Ilana Jagoda. And we'll sing this together. So we are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God. Now this is a melody that lends particularly well to having a chorus or to having many voices. So I want to teach you some of the other parts that can come in. So it would go, we are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God. If anyone finds themselves with a deep voice and wants to go light of God at the end. So we are walking in the light of God. 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 We are walking, oh, we are walking in the light of God. We are walking, oh, we are walking in the light of God. All right, let's try that English one more time. How are we feeling about that? We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God, light of God. We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the light of God. We are walking, oh, we are walking in the light of God. We are walking, oh, we are walking in the right, we're gonna put Michamocha. If you need the words, just scroll back up in your sing-along sheets. So again, a lot of these songs, or at least the ones that were available, I went ahead and put in a YouTube link so that if you like it, if you want to hear it again and learn it for yourselves, you have those tools at your fingertips to keep singing. Tonight, we're just getting a taste of a lot of different music that can be sung anytime, music that can be specifically incorporated into your Passover Seder, and just music to uplift us and feel good. I have to give credit, major credit and shout out to Ellen and Joni, who helped make this happen, and their vision of having this come about. And Joni, when we were planning it, these two are people who are, I would say, very hip and up to date in the Jewish music world. And so Joni really kind of inspired the theme and the music choices for tonight, saying, hey, you know, there are songs that we've sung forever at our Passover Seder. I'm adding in a lot to Joni's, so this wasn't all her words. So there's songs that we've been singing forever and ever, right? Like Zayenu, Chad Gadya, those are amazing and fabulous. And there is so much new music coming out of the Jewish world today, coming out of modern contemporary artists, many of whom live within minutes of us in Brooklyn, all right, and across the country. And so we wanted to just highlight some of that to bring that uplift and share with you. So now I want to go to song 11. Now this song I couldn't find a recording to anywhere. And I actually have no idea who it's attributed to. This was taught to me by cantor Rosalie Will, and it's called Rise and Step. And Rose learned it at a march across the Edward Pettus Bridge a few years ago. And it is a song that we can sing together, and you don't need any instruments, but I want to invite you to take your hands, and we are going to become our own instruments. So it's going to be simple. 1, 2, 3. Slap, slap, clap. Slap, slap, clap. Let's try that. Slap, slap, clap. We'll do it even slower. Slap, slap, clap. Slap, slap, clap. And it sounds like this. Just keep that rhythm going. Rise and step, one by one. When all our voices sing out loud, it can be done. I know it begins with me, so that someday soon we'll all be truly free. How's that feeling? Let's do it again. Rise and step, one by one. When all our voices sing out loud, it can be done. I know it begins with me, so that someday soon we'll all be truly free. Now, if you're sitting at home and you're so inclined, I want to invite you to add your own harmonies to modulate a little bit. So let's see if we can go higher. Rise and step, one by one. When all our voices sing out loud, it can be done. I know it begins with me, so that someday soon we'll all be truly free. Yes, feel it. Rise and step, one by one. When all Did anyone else get a little warm? Good. So that's a fun one. Just a few lines English. It can build. I saw some people with great dance moves. If that is something that you want to bring to your Seder, certainly in these themes of marching, of freedom, of working together as a community. All right, my friends, we are going to go ahead and go to number 16, page 4. We're skipping around a little bit. So we talked about being together, singing together. Havdala Shira, there's an invitation. Let us sing. So we're going to sing 2 versions of this, and we're going to start with what might be a new version, and I want to introduce it to you, and then we'll mash it up a little bit. So this version is by a dear friend named Rob Aronson, and again, we've got him on YouTube. All of these artists have recordings, have CDs, have their own kind of worlds of music that I encourage you to look at. So Havdala Shira, Havdala Shira, Havdala Shira, let us sing. Come, let us sing. Just a few words. Havdala Shira, Havdala Shira, Havdala Shira, let us sing. Try that. Havdala Shira, Havdala Shira, Havdala Shira, let us sing. Next part. Come, let us sing. Come, let us sing. Come, let us sing. Havdala Shira. Come, let us sing. Come, let us sing. Come, let us sing. Havdala Shira. Havdala Shira. Havdala Shira. Havdala Shira. Let us sing. All right, now we can add a little bit of a second part to the English where you repeat. Come, let us sing. 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 Havdala Shira. So you repeat the first 2 and then we sing the last one together. Come, let us sing. 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 Havdala Shira. One more time. Havdala Shira. Havdala Shira. Havdala Shira. Let us sing. Havdala Shira. Shira, hallelujah. Shira, hallelujah. 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 All right. So I want to introduce us to another song that might be a little bit new. And if you are looking at your sing-along sheet, we are going back to song number 7. This song, The Mountains. So I talked about how during Pesach, during a lot of our holidays, festival holidays, we incorporate the Psalms. And this psalm, Esa Einai El Heharim, that this is built off of, I look up to the mountains, where does my help come from? Ezri Me'im Adonai, Here we're using a different word for God as rimeim havaya. Havaya is a word for experience, just another beautiful name for God that is, being used a lot in our liturgy. And so we'll look at this song, but I want to invite you, when we get to, there's going to be certain parts that I think you'll know. They're your parts. All right, so yes, we're getting the words in the chat. Thank you so much, Joni. Beautiful. All right, I'm pulling it up on my end. And this, I think I mentioned, is by Eliana Light, another artist used to live in New York, now based in North Carolina. All right. When I forget, I'm as small as a speck of dust. When I forget, I'm as big as the universe. I look up to the mountains and my answer comes. We are one, we are one, we are one. Let's try that. I look up. I look up to the mountains and my answer comes. We are one, we are one, we are one. I look up to the mountains and my answer comes. We are one, we are one, we are one. When I can't see the pure inside of me, when I can't find the peace inside my mind, I look up. I look up to the mountains and my answer comes. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I look up to the mountains and my answer comes. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Let's just sing you are loved. You are loved. Loved. You are 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 loved. We are all made up of the same star stuff. We are held and loved. We are one. Try that. We are all made up of the same star stuff. We are held and loved. We are one. You are loved. We are one. 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 So that was by my friend Eliana Light. That is actually the first time I've ever sang that. But she was lovely enough to share the music and give us permission and her blessing for us to use that tonight. So we're grateful to her. We'll keep going. I'm just looking at the chats. Oh, I'm so glad some people are saying that you are finding things that you might be able to use in your own Seder. And again, in our sing-along song sheet, you also have links to all of this music. Some of them that has been professionally recorded, some of them that's just been recording at events like Havdala or Song Leader at Boot Camp with just kind of Jewish singing circles. So we will continue. And let's see. Let's keep it in a little bit of kind of a low-key, slower mood right now. And we'll go to This Is Home. So that is going to be number 14 on page 4. So another melody, not by a Jewish artist, but this song was taught to me again by Cantor Rosalie Whale at Havdala at a conference for musical leaders in the Jewish world. Very simple, 2 lines in English. And we have some hand motions that I want to teach you. And these hand motions can kind of vary, but if you look at the video, she'll also have a version. So I want to invite you, this is home. Just go ahead and make yourself a little house where I belong. So circle your arms and then hold them, one on your heart and one on your stomach. So this is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. So breath and then bring your hands together on your heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. All right, so voice, song, and we'll keep doing this. And it sounds like this. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. Let's do it again. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. And then you can change it. You can add a harmony. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. So you can pick whichever part of that, if the first part or the high part, whatever you want, or just make up your own part with these words. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. One more time. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. All right. So hopefully this gives another kind of new taste, but something simple, something that, it doesn't matter how you feel about your singing. You can sing it on any level. Just, you can even kind of speak those words. You can even let somebody else sing and just do the hand motions, however you want to use that song. Another just beautiful tool. All right, so we are going to go the next song, number 15. A song by some other fabulous contemporary composers. Nava Tehila, my buddy, my brother in song, Yoel Sykes. Shiviti. So from the Psalms, inviting God, Shiviti Chavaya. So God, one of God's names, Chavaya Shiviti. So come sit, Holy One, Lineg di Tamid, across from me always. Chavaya, we're playing with that name of God, again, a name that incorporates a lot of breath, just saying Havaya, that ya again, to really feel that airiness. And then Ahava, this word for love.
Of course you are. See this kid? I understood.
All right, there we go. Now we're gonna sing Havaya. Havaya, 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 Ahava, 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 Havaya, 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 Ahava, and that repetitiveness of that Havaya, 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 Ahava, Ahava, Ahava is trying to conjure for us almost an ecstatic chanting to where the focus becomes less of the words themselves, but more of the feelings. So I want to invite you, when you're singing those words, to let your mind take you wherever, to let those feelings come in. We'll go back to Shiviti. That's a personal favorite of mine, and I hope that it can kind of bring you some joy. And you can also take that and just use it as a nigun, a wordless melody. So let's see where we want to go next. All right, my friends, we've been a little bit mellow. We've been a little bit contemplative. And now we are going to bring ourselves to an upbeat portion of tonight's event. So I hope that we went from that, singing, we got a little relaxed, and now we're going to bring it back up. And we are going to go to song number 19. A favorite among some folks here, I know. My friend Rabbi Noam Katz, the 5-book strut. So whenever we come to a new Jewish holiday, it's important to orient ourselves. Where are we in our year? Where are we in our cycle of Torah? After all, the story of Passover comes out of Torah, right? So let's remind ourselves, what are some of the books in Torah? What book does the story of Passover come out of? Somebody can put it in the chat. Exodus. All right, a lot comes from Exodus. We do get other portions in our Haggadah from other parts of the Tanakh. But I want you to get into like a doo-wop type of mood. All right, and we're going to find... All right, so we're just going to start with do, 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 do. Let me actually try. Let's see if we make that a little bit. All right, my friends, the first book of Torah, Genesis in Hebrew, Bereshit. But there's Bereshit, that's Genesis, Shemot, Exodus, Vayikra, Leviticus, just two more. The book of Numbers, that's Bamidbar, and the very last book that we read in Hebrew is called Devarim. Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy, All right, you can sing along all the words, or you can go ahead and scream out the books in English. So like, first there's Bereshit, that's scream out with all your might, Genesis. All right, ready? First there's Bereshit, that's Genesis, Shemot, Exodus, Vayikra, Leviticus, just two more. The book of Numbers, that's Bamidbar, and the very last book that we read in Hebrew is called Devarim. What's that in English? Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy, it's in the Torah, it's in the Torah. Always a good thing to remember where we are and where we come from. So, that's kind of like a cover of an old jam. And going back to covers that have been turned into some Jewish jams. Passover is one of my favorite holidays, just period. Passover is a holiday that I absolutely adore. I love the fundamentals that have often included gathering with folks, right? We're doing that in new ways. We're creating this space. We're going to have some virtual Seders at Beshert. I'm sure other people are making their own plans. And it happens to be my favorite holiday because it is the holiday where we get to sing this next song. Song number 25. Scroll down. Written, so original words, Louie Louie, all right? Adapted to this story of our Passover story by the band Ma Tovu, including Rabbi Yoshi Zoibek and Rabbi Ken Chasen. Rabbi Yoshi was actually the director of my Year in Israel program in rabbinical school. And you can find a lot of good videos of him dancing to this song. So I want to teach you the dance moves as well. And some people here did this in religious school with me this morning. Looking at a certain friend who just jumped away from the screen. All right, so we've got some dance moves. I want you to channel, like go back to the 80s, 90s, walk like an Egyptian, all right? So we're gonna go Pharaoh, Pharaoh, right? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, make an O above your head, bring it down, baby, oh, baby, let my people go, huh. All right, I need to see like a lot of energy, huh. And then yeah, okay? Let's try that again. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get through that without me doing the hand motions. Can you do it? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna count on you for those hand motions so that I can play the guitar. All right, do we need one more review? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. All right, I think we're ready. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. All right, let's find out what all went on in the original story of Passover. Well, a burning bush told me just the other day that I should go to Egypt and say, it's time to let my people be free. Listen to God if you won't listen to me. Singing Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go, huh. Yeah. Well, me and my people going to the Red Sea. With Pharaoh's best army coming after me. I took my stand, put it in the sand, and all of God's people walked to the dry land, singing Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Huh. Yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Huh. Yeah. All right, one more time. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Oh. Yeah. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, whoa, baby, let my people go. Oh. Yeah. And there's proof on this call. On my very first Zoom Seder last year, I made my parents do this for like 10 minutes. It was just my parents and me. We did this forever. We could keep going. All right. Let's keep in. All right, I'm gonna put down the guitar. We're gonna go back to using our bodies as an instrument, right? Seders are all about being in community. All right, and so sometimes you just get together with people and you just have yourselves, right? So we're gonna go back to that slap, slap, clap. We're gonna go to 18, We Rise by Botya, Levine. We rise. All right, so just try that. We rise. We rise. We rise. humbly hearted rise, won't be divided, rise, Spirit to guide us, rise. Now, if you're doing this in a group, you can have some people do just the we rise, rise, and then have other people throw in the part rise, comes fast, humbly hearted rise, won't be divided, rise, Spirit to guide us, rise. You can just keep going, slap, slap, clap. Just keep going the whole way. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. We rise, all of the children rise, elders with wisdom rise, ancestors surround us rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. We rise up from the wreckage, rise with tears and with courage, rise, fighting for life, rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here. Just we rise, we rise. We rise. We rise. All right, so on Passover, we rise, our bread does not rise, but the story of our collective freedom, redemption, a story that goes back to our ancestors and still follows us to this day. All right, any songs on the song sheet that people see and you're like, oh, I really want to sing that? Any requests? You can type it in the chat. All right, so in that case, let's see some requests. Number 21. All right, so Pam, 21, top of page 6. We are in the evening. A beautiful melody by another Brooklyn composer, Noah Aronson, a setting of Hashkivenu. These words, let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. I'm just going to take a breath and drink water after all that clapping, along with, being a good tool for communal singing. You can also use Botya Levine's We Rise as a workout for yourself. She recorded it a cappella. You can get into it. You can stand up. You can have your whole body going. Let there be love friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Try that. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu, Leshalom. Ve'ha'amideinu, Shomreinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu, Sukkot shlomecha. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. All right. Love it. Pam, once you hear number 21, you should never go back to anything else. All right. Okay, cool. So I see Joni says Bin Omar Lefanav. So we'll hold off on a second. But just while we're in a theme of kind of blessings for shelter, I want to refer us to number 22, just moving down the list real quick. This song is by cantor Marcia Addy. She is a cantor in San Francisco. And this song, I was introduced to it only in the last couple of years, but apparently within the URJ camp movement, this is one very popular song to sing with nighttime rituals closing out the day. Let's just find. All right, so just a beautiful, beautiful song. If you don't know it already, there are some recordings. The recording I put actually was made in the last year by a lot of the contemporary Jewish artists who are writing some other songs on here. Did kind of one of these virtual choir pieces, but just, you know, coming to these words as a beautiful prayer for just being in unknown times, right? Which is something that we are sure familiar with. Oh, heart of mine, lost. I'm gonna make it higher. So it's been a minute since I sang this. Hold on. Oh, heart of mine, lost and find my home is sometimes near and sometimes far. It's always changing. Oh, heart of mine, take the time to feel the sadness. Love is always near. It seems they go together. The walls are coming down and down and down. Life is going round and round and round. Love, it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, moon of mine, to see you shine is like as if to wish upon a star. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, moon of mine, night is time for love and wonder. Spread across the sky. What would we do without you? The walls are coming down and down and down. And life is going round and round and round. Love, it will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. Oh, friend of mine, help me feel that I am not alone. How can I ever thank you? Oh, friend of mine, space nor time will break the bond that holds my heart with yours. I will always love you. The walls are coming down and down and down, and life is going round and round and round, and loving will be found and found and found. It's all inside of you. That song, admittedly, is, I think, difficult to sing, but I think I just went for it because I think the words are beautiful. Oh, okay. So Joni, I will say the Vino Marlafanov, I want to encourage folks to find it. Dan wrote it specifically, Dan Nichols, I think it's one of like the last song on here. Words that come out of the Passover Haggadah. It's a little iffy. I might, if it's okay with you, I might hold off on that one. But I encourage us to look it up. All right. Ellen says, number 12. All right, we got a little quiet. We're going to build it back up. So, number 12, 10 plagues in Egypt land. So if you didn't remember how many plagues there are 10 plagues. I'm just going to make the words small enough so that I can see them all at once on the screen. All right. All right, so it's going to start, and all we need to do is just count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Blood in the water makes the river run red. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. So that part you're gonna go whenever we say da 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 da, like whatever the plague is, you go 10 plagues in Egypt's land. So let's try that. Blood in the water makes the river run red. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Pharaoh should have listened to what God said. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Frogs were jumping in Pharaoh's hair. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Pharaoh didn't like it, but the frogs didn't care. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Creepy crawly, creepy crawly, itchy lice. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Mess with the Holy One, you better think twice. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Filthy flies, and we'll keep going and we'll just do the verses. Filthy flies, so dirty and vile. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Not exactly Pharaoh's style. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. The cattle and the horses and the oxen died. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I won't give up, old Pharaoh cried. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. we're gonna win. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. The hail rained down from the heavens on high. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Earth so much made the Pharaoh cry. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Locusts. Swarms of locusts ate the crops. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Hard Pharaoh just wouldn't stop. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Dark descended in the light of day. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Pharaoh was lost, couldn't find his way. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. All right, and the last plague. Firstborn, final blow. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. Finally, Pharaoh let the people go. 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt's land. All right, let me see. So I just want to draw your attention, because we are coming to the end of our time, to some other songs to check out for yourselves in our sing-along sheet. If not now, at the end, Carrie Newcomer. So we'll just do a taste of the chorus. Carrie Newcomer, not Jewish, but this song comes right out of our rabbis. Rabbi Hillel, if not now, when? All right? Im eina nili mili, if I'm not for myself, who will be for me? If not now, when? All right? So we will just sing the real quick chorus of this, and I will invite you to check out her music. So if not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. We may never see this moment or place in time again. If not now, if not, tell me when again. If not now, tell me when. Psalm 23. If not now, tell me when. We may never see this moment or place in time again. If not now, if not now, tell me when. All right, so I encourage you to check out this song and the words, because it gets to some messages about getting to the promised land, about miracles happening. A very nice song to incorporate into the themes of our Passover Seder. If you keep scrolling down, the next song, Passing Through, by an artist who I believe is from Brooklyn, if not New York, Katie Curtis. Alana Arian introduced me to this song, thinking about the message of B'chol dor vador, in every generation, chayav adam lirot et atzmo. Every person is supposed to see themselves as if they went out from Egypt. This is a story of generations. This is a story that we are supposed to experience. It's a story we're supposed to pass down. And this is a song about passing things down through the generations. Utterly beautiful. And just keep this sheet for yourself. Feel free to check out the videos, to sing these on your own, to listen to them, to share it with your friends. This is a gift for you to use however you like, or to just, put away somewhere. If you ever need it again, you can always ask. But I want to say thank you so much. Joni, I will sing V'nomar Lefanav for you another time. It's just, it's Dan Nichols. It gets a little crazy. And I just started learning it today. So that's when I encourage folks to buy that track and look up that music and use in your own Seders. I honestly find it a little scary, but it's beautiful. So thank you so much. Wishing you Shavua Tov. Feel free. I'm gonna